Pulling legendaries is always exciting until you realize that some of them might not be as strong as you hoped. I've got 3 brand new legendary champions that I want to discuss with you guys, and today we're gonna figure out which of them are actually worth investing in. So let's get straight into it. Hi Raiders, how are you doing? What is up guys? I'm Bobby and you're watching my Raid Shadow Legends channel. Today's video is gonna be a little bit different because this is gonna be some sort of account takeover. I'm gonna be showing you another person's account, my friend's account. He is at level 39. I would say beginner to mid stage he's going through. I'm gonna show you his roster in a bit and we're gonna discuss the 3 legendary champion he got. He got lucky, man. He pulled them from shards. I don't know what type, but he got lucky here. Hold up, click the link in the description to start your game with the free legendary and 4 solid epics as you level up. Here are the simple steps you need to follow. Step number 1. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. If you have never had Raid install on your mobile device before, the link will also work there. Step number 2. Click the link in the description and register a brand new email. Step number 3, launch Raid and complete the tutorial. And finally, step number 4, go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Here we go, you will find Karato Fox Hunter there, and as you progress through the game, you will also unlock Ugo, Raktordrat, Tagor, and Mausoleum Mage. This is an amazing account start in Raid, so click my link in the description below and follow these simple steps. Alright guys, let's start by saying that he has some pretty good champions on the team. We're seeing Ethel, we're seeing Alice. On this account, actually, there are 4 legendaries, but I'm not gonna be discussing Alice because I have her on my account and I've also talked about her in some of my previous videos. So we're gonna be keeping our focus on Loki here. I don't have Loki on my team, so this is a great opportunity to explore some more legendary champions out there. We also gotta be discussing Martyr and finally Shemnath? Yeah, whatever. You can read the name right here. But she looks super cool, man. She reminds me of the Statue of Liberty in some way. I don't know. And she looks like the champions right here before you summon them from the fragment summon. Jesus, what is happening? This game is bugging, but yes, she kind of reminds me of those champions right here before you collect the fragments from them. But yeah, anyway guys, so I want to start by the first champion we're gonna talk about, and this is namely Loki the Deceiver. Keep in mind that the builds that are here are not mine, so we're gonna be discussing and criticizing just a little bit maybe. After we carefully go to each of the champions built, I'm gonna give you my opinion guys and what I think it will be better or not in this case. So Loki is a champion that all players earn by daily login promotional period. So at the start of every single battle, Loki places a perfect veil buff. And not only that, but this skill provides 15 damage reduction. Also, the perfect veil triggers again whenever his HP drops below 50%, giving him a second layer of protection. And the active effect here, so basically it says if the champion's HP is below 50 when targeted an enemy by an enemy skill has a 100 chance to evade, and this effect allows Loki to completely ignore the damage and effects of an incoming skill. And actually Loki is the first champion in the game to use evade effect. It has 15% base chance that is increased up to 30 if Loki is under veil, making him even harder to be hit. On his basic attack on A1, he attacks all enemies, has a 30% chance of increasing the duration of all enemy debuffs by 1 turn. If the champion is under veil or perfect veil buff, the chance increases by 50. This skill doesn't just deal damage, it extends the debuffs on all enemies, making him a prime enabler for debuff heavy teams. His A3 Bandit Flash is really one ability that stands out because once Loki is under Veil, he begins impacting the battle with exactly this skill that really steals all buffs from a single target and also all their turn meter. This can be extremely powerful against bosses for whom the turn meter is crucial. This includes Fire Knight or Dark Fae. Now, after looking at his unique kit, I want to discuss what are the proper stats that you need to be focusing here when it comes to getting the most out of Loki. So in order for you to be able to get the most out of Loki, because I would say he's a little bit tricky, his skill set is a little bit tricky, and that's why he needs a really proper build. And the stats that you need to be prioritizing are speed, accuracy, and HP. Speed, because Loki thrives on skill rotation. The faster he can go through his ability, the better he would perform in the battlefield. Accuracy is essential for him to land his debuffs, and HP would actually make him more durable and also a better support for his team. So now let me get a closer look what my friend has done regarding the total stats here. So his speed is somewhere around 145. Okay, that's good, but it can always be better. The accuracy is alright, I would say. HP, it could be better. Let's see the artifacts that he had equipped and the bonuses here. Resilience, HP plus 20 and defense plus 20. Perception set, I agree here. Perception set is one of the best sets for Loki. It gives him additional accuracy and also speed. Other sets that are good for Loki are Stone Skin, especially for the arena. If you're gonna use Loki for the arena, this is crucial because it will help him really with survivability and duration, and is really important set because it will protect Loki if the enemy takes the first turn. But as I can see here, there are no artifacts from Stone Skin. He actually made a good build out of the artifacts he had at the moment. I'm actually satisfied with the sets he has chosen. Additional HP and additional accuracy and speed are great. I would say he did a good job here, so we're not gonna be criticizing him that much. Alright guys, let's see if we have a ring for Loki. Unfortunately, we don't have. I was wondering why is he lacking a ring and amulet, but now I can see why. Alright guys, has he unlocked some mastery here? Defense and support tree. I guess he's trying to build Loki to be a good debuffer or buff support, because he had chosen Defiant, that gives him additional resistance and pinpoint accuracy. So I would say that I think the masteries he had gone are alright. If you want Loki to be a debuffer, you have to go with unlocking the defense and support tree. So it's alright here. Now let's move on to the second champion we're gonna be discussing today, and this is Martyr. So Martyr is a spirit affinity champion from the Sacred Order faction, and she was considered one of the best legendary champions when Wraith was firstly released. She is well known for her A2 ability that places a 60% increased defense buff and a counter attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. If you fully booked this skill, the cooldown will reduce to 3. This is actually perfect skill because not many champions out there can place counter attack buff on the whole team and can be really valuable against the clan boss. Also on her A3 she places a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns, and on her A1 she has a 45% chance of placing a 60% decrease defense buff. Overall, I would say that Martyr is definitely a good champion to have on your team. She can really help you out against clan boss and also in faction wars. So basically the stats that you need to be prioritizing if you're gonna use her as defense nuker and debuffer are definitely defense percentage, critical damage, critical rate, speed, and accuracy. Some sets I would recommend using on Martyr are lifesteal, speed, accuracy, perception, and the sets that I'm seeing here, he had equipped speed and resilience. Alright, speed is okay, it gives additional speed. Alright, but resilience, additional HP, and defense percentage is okay. Let's look at the total stats here. We said we're looking for accuracy, speed, defense percentage, critical rate, and critical damage. And as you can see here by yourself, not that I'm criticizing too much, but she needs more speed and more accuracy. Also, her critical rate is pretty low. Her defense is okay. I mean, it's doable, but I think she can be built much better. Let's quickly check what are the substats here. Accuracy, crit damage, crit rate. Okay, this weapon is actually pretty nice. This gauntlets as well. Okay, actually her equipment is not that bad, and I don't see from where the problem comes. All right, he had focused on critical rate, but why it is so low, man? I don't get it. On every artifact out there, there is critical rate, and it's still that low. Maybe her starting critical rate is actually pretty low. If I was him, I would change those boots here, because they give 2 stats that we basically don't need. Maybe that was the best he had for the time being, but here he's not getting the 3rd set that he can acquire, and I would definitely change something here if I have better equipment. But for now, I think she's alright, and I'm so impatient to test her out, guys. Now let's move on to the 3rd champion, and this is Shemnath. Alright, she's a champion. She's a type-based champion from the Knights Revenant faction. She really do reminds me of the Statue of Liberty. I don't know, she's giving me that vibe with the crown and the rod. I don't know. As we can see here, he had give her critical rate and perception bonuses, but we'll get there in a minute. First, I want to discuss her skill set right over here. So let's quickly check out her skills. 8-3, humbled and broken, attacks all enemies 2 times. The first hit removes all buffs. The second hit will ignore 20% of the target's defense against targets that have no active buffs. Also, if you have booked her, the damage would increase with 20% and the cooldown will reduce with 1. This ability has strong PvP potential, and also I think it also has strong value in the Doom Tower and also dungeons and bosses like Hydra. On her A2, she transfers all the buffs from this champion to a target enemy, then attacks that enemy 3 times. Man, this is strong. This is strong actually. Alright, the first hit increases the duration of all of the buffs on the target by 1 turn. The second hit decreases the duration of all buffs on the target by 1 turn. And finally also increases the duration of all buffs on this champion by 1 turn after attacking. Man, this is solid. This is solid. Damn, now I'm jealous I don't have her on my team, man. Alright, on A1, Bring the Rune attacks 1 enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing a 60% decrease defense debuff for 2 turns. This also can be really valuable and useful against Hydra. The key areas for this champion are definitely Hydra, Doom Tower, and Clan Boss also. Now let's check what my friend had done with her equipment. Alright, let's first talk about the stats that we need to be prioritizing when it comes to Shemnath. The stats we need to give prior to are definitely critical rate, critical damage, attack. Also, here the attack is pretty good number, bro. And finally, speed. I like the speed number here. It is 141, which is actually good. I like the fact that he had used perception set because it gives her additional speed here and accuracy, but critical rate, I wouldn't say so. At least if it were me, I would not use critical rate on this champion. Instead of using critical rate set, I would definitely go with something like cruel or savage or lethal. Let me check if he has something out of this sets that I mentioned. So basically we're looking for lethal, savage, or cruel. I don't see any. All right, here is the savage set. Savage set will ignore 25% of enemy defense. Let's see if he has lethal. I don't think so. I think lethal was obtainable from Doom Tower. Cruel is another good set that I would recommend using from Samantha. Samantha, did you hear me? For Shemnath. Sorry, Samantha. I would call her Samantha, bro. This is so much easier. And see how I close the window? There is actually the name of the champion right here. Jesus Christ. All right. Anyway. So Cruel set. All right. I have a legendary chest plate here, but it's not better than what he already had equipped. I see here that he had focused also on the substats, and that is something that you need to be doing also, because substats are much more important than the bonuses that your sets are giving. So I think he had performed pretty good here. Most of the artifacts he had chosen have some good stats. So I would say good job, man. Good job. Let's see if we can equip a ring here. Unfortunately, he has no rings from the Knight's Revenant. Alright guys, after carefully going through each champion, now I think it's time to finally test them out. I'm super excited. Alright guys, should we try it? Let's see if he has some Demon Lord keys. And nah, he doesn't have any keys here. I wanted so much to test them out against Clan Boss, but I guess we're not gonna do that because we're lacking keys. I think I want to test them out in some of the dungeons. Basically, what do you say about Dragon's Lair? And then we're gonna test them in the arena to see how they would perform. So I would play safely here. I think I'm gonna go with stage 11. All right. He had to use them before, but let's check the aura here. Increases ally defense in all battles by 50. What was Loki aura? Accuracy. You know what? I'm gonna go with Alice as my leader because she increases ally attack. Then we have Loki and who am I missing? Martyr. All right. Let's start here and see how they would perform. I'm pretty curious to test their abilities. I don't want to go on auto. I want to test their abilities manually. So let's test that one first. Okay, let's check again. What did we have here? Okay, nope. Let's use that one. That was so cool. It was like a flower. Jesus, that was cool, man. That was cool. All right. A Martyr. Let's check that. Let's attack all enemies. Use her A3. All right. We're almost there. Just die, me. Why it's so hard for me to kill you? All right. Now. I remember that was the tricky skill here. Let's use the tricky skill here. Okay. Kill Cern. Now. Oh, whoa, did you see that? All the rocks and the roots? That was crazy. All right, I was pretty curious to see how their abilities would actually synergize and also how would they look like. And I'm actually surprised from Shemnath. Her skills look absolutely stunning to watch. Bastion of Fate. All right, I'm gonna use that one. Oh no, my Alice. Oh, what are you doing? I don't want her dead, and we're not gonna die here. I expected that Loki is gonna deal some more damage, but it turned out I was wrong. What was that? Bandit Flash. Okay, let's use this one. I really have hopes that we can beat the dragon here. Let's increase the defense here. The dragon is gonna attack soon, so we need to be prepared. Oh my god, the first skill of Loki is actually dealing much less damage than I expected. Okay, now we can, after I tried all of their abilities, we can go on auto because I wanted just to test them out myself and see what they would look like first in how I can use them. But now let's not waste more time and play it on auto so we can actually beat the dragon. We're almost there, guys. My team is holding, so I'm not having doubts that we can make it till the end. Okay, final hit and we're done. That really went nice. Ooh, we want legendary gauntlets with critical damage, defense, speed, attack, and accuracy. Amazing. My friend can really thank me later. That was amazing. Okay, now let's go to the classic arena and test them right there and see how they perform. I definitely don't want to go against Wukong and Rector Drat, but you know what? I'm gonna test out my luck today and see how they perform. Let's build our team here. I'm gonna leave Loki as leader. Kale, we're gonna take Kale. Without Kale, we're lost, man. And we're gonna test this girl right here, Shemnath, and we're gonna bring Martyr. Do you think we can do that, guys? I'm not pretty sure because we have some strong opponents right there, especially Retrodrats and some Wukong, man. I have absolutely no idea. Let's check that out. Ooh, that was fast. That was fast. All right. That was really, really nice, I would say. Now let's choose a different theme. And this time I'm gonna go with Martyr as leader because she increases allied defense in all battles. So next up, Loki, Kale, and Shemnath. Let's check that out, guys. I'm gonna click on auto here. There's no need for me to go manually. Oh, Lucky's skills also look amazing. All right, we're almost there. Who revived Sun Wukong? That was Sun Wukong himself, right? All right, I have forgotten what his skills were doing, but I think it's Sun Wukong's ability. I think he had the ability to revive himself. For a moment, I was surprised. All right, guys, one last one. I'm gonna choose actually this team here. The chance for us to beat them is not pretty high because it is a well-balanced team. They have a speed booster, they have a nuker, and we don't have all that main roles here. So it is really 50-50 chance. I'm not sure we would make it. Maybe not. Yes. That was a well-balanced team, so we don't stand a chance. All right, we're gonna lose. Expected outcome, you know. Our team wasn't balanced here, so that's why we lost. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think of those champions, guys? And my personal ranking here would be the first champion is definitely Loki. He's actually the best in my opinion. I'm not saying buy this opinion, you can have your own. And I would be happy to see down in the comment section below, which one of these champions do you think is the best? And we're talking only about the legendaries we discussed here. The second champion, this is a really tough choice here because both of them had some good abilities, but I feel like Martyr is on second place, and finally we got Shemnath, but I'm still not sure. I'm really thinking who should be on the second place. Shemnath is also really great champion, so let me know in the comment section below, who do you think is better, Shemnath or Martyr? I'm really hesitating here. Alright guys, that was all from today's video. If you like this breakdown, make sure you like and subscribe for the channel. That would really help my channel grow. Let me know in the comment section down below, do you have any of these champions and are they helping your team and how? Thank you so much for watching this video. I always appreciate you guys so much and see you in the next one. Bye!